What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So what I want to talk about today, guys, is this Gen 2 Mustang. Now this looks like an ordinary Mustang, right? And that's basically because it is. There are basically no modifications done to this car except for a K&N intake tube and a catback exhaust. Now the Gen 2s, we all know that the Gen 3s run a little bit better than the Gen 2s, but the Gen 2s are going to go down in history as some of the best Mustangs ever made. We had this Gen 2 on the dyno just a couple of months ago, and she ran pretty good. So let's go over there and see how she did. Okay, we've had a lot of Mustangs here tonight. We got another Gen 2 coming onto the dyno. Let's see what this one's all about. Now this looks like a deep impact blue, 2016, maybe a 17. He's looking good, man. This car looks nice, guys. Looks to be pretty stock. I don't think that there is really much done to this.
Alright, let's see what you did. Mostly stock, it's got a catback on it. Looks like it made about 366. There it is, corrected. Not bad. I mean, that's, I would say that that's about 385, 390 if it was a dyno jet. Pretty good numbers. Car is basically stock.
Well, 355 horsepower. Personally, guys, I think that's pretty good. And I just want to point out, this is a Mustang dyno, right? So the figures run a little bit low. The Mustang dyno calls for 12% on top of their figures in order to come up with a dyno jet figure, but I suspect that it's closer to 10%. So looking at these figures, this car is running pretty hot. Now, just after a brief cool down, we did a second run. Let's go over there and see how she did.
Alright, let's see what we got. I lost a couple of ponies, probably just from getting it hot. Not bad though. I mean, dyno jet figures would bring this right up to about 380, maybe 390 horsepower. That's pretty good for a Gen 2.
Just the stock Gen 2. All it has on it is this little piece of K&N that bridges to the stock airbox. Other than that, it's got a catback. Making pretty good power on the stock calibration. These Gen 2s run pretty good. Well, there you have it, guys. 356 horsepower on a Mustang dyno. Those figures are excellent for a Gen 2. I don't remember if it was an MT82 car or a 6R80 car, but nevertheless, the numbers are excellent. Add 10% to that, this car is probably making true power numbers of something like 380, maybe 390 horse to the rear wheels. Pretty good. And I was told that the car didn't have a tune in it, but I suspect it did because the numbers are excellent. So anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next time. All right, everybody, look at this. This is very interesting. The owner of this car has a very interesting way of thinking. And I'm amazed that he's been able to put this much hardware on the engine and actually get it to work. But what we have here, what appears to be small turbos coming off of every single cylinder. Okay, and then underneath, he's got a big wind blower. It's a big one. I'm going to guess it's an 871 blower. I really don't know. But I've seen this car around. I've just never really had a chance to take a close look at it. But I got to tell you, it's incredible. You see all the turbos? This is some kind of fuel injection. That's not a carburetor. So there's computers in here. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I'm guessing here, but it's got an MSD ignition, some kind of another MSD device back there. And you know, if this owner was around, I would get him to start the car for me. But man, this is very, very interesting. And you know, you look down here, it looks like a heat exchanger of some kind. That's really something, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this is, guys. If anybody knows, you know, shoot me a comment down below. But you know, I'm gonna guess it's an early Ford, you know, Deuce Coupe or something like that. I have no idea, but yeah, this is something interesting. And I could tell you, underneath all of this, I couldn't tell you what motor is in it. But looking at the exhaust pipe layout, it resembles a small block Chevy. So maybe that's what it is, just a typical small block Chevy with all of these turbos and that blower on it. Very interesting. To each his own.